There's been a variety of powerful learning moments throughout my placement this term with the Matrix House. These powerful moments probably come along with the unpleasant surprises. As you know, Matrix was something that really questioned me as a person and made me look at also who I am and made me deal with some things that I had to deal with. There was a variety of powerful moments throughout the term. The kids are very aggressive and hard to handle, but by the end of it, I was really starting to make some great rapport with them, which is absolutely awesome and something that I pride myself on. What my one powerful moment was when one of the girls asked me if I could paint her nails, so I brought nail polish in from home and painted her nails. I offered to paint all the girls' nails, but there's only two and the other girl didn't want it. But it was just a time for us to bond, and now I feel like we have a connection that she doesn't have with anybody else. As I talked about at the beginning, there was a little bit of unpleasant learning, which was probably watching the restraints. This was something that just kind of hit home for me and that I would never want to have to do to somebody, especially a kid of their past. So anyways, that's for that section. Watching the restraints was very uncomfortable for me, and it was uncomfortable because as a kid my stepmom was very aggressive with us, and because of what she did to me I never want to have kids just because I personally don't trust myself. I just feel like living in dysfunction like that for so long will cause me to also live in dysfunction. So I just feel like sometimes as a parent you would get mad enough or you would do something you'd regret, and I just personally don't want to do anything that I would regret to my kids. So that was a learning curve for me, and so what I did was I stayed calm while the restraint was happening, and the emotional repercussions actually didn't hit me until the next morning. And when that happened, I talked to an administrator, and then I actually talked to a counselor and was able to work through that. I did learn that this is not something I would want to do and something I'm very excited to get through, but something that I enjoyed learning to know that this is not what I want to do. Throughout the semester, I have definitely changed as a person for the positive, only because I do enjoy my placement. At the end of the day, when it does get aggressive, it's scary for me, but other than that, I like the kids, but it's not something I would want to do. I see myself as a professional working in healthcare. I got a job as a family support worker with the Nurse Next Door, and that is my extreme passion. So I see myself as a professional working in a different area than this. It's hard for me, I guess, to explain how else I would see myself, just because that's the area that I'm passionate in, but I see myself as a professional. I see myself as organized. I see myself as on time, somebody that I would want to hire. I've taken risks in my learning by sticking this practicum out, even though it's something that has made me extremely uncomfortable and that has been dangerous at times. It's something that I'm not super stoked to continue, but something that I'm going to keep a strong, positive attitude about and force myself to go in there and enjoy it and learn from it. I feel that I can be more optimistic, and that's how I take risks, is going in there and telling myself it's going to be positive regardless of the negative previous situations. I'm hoping that maybe I'll get a little more responsibility, and maybe I'll even ask for a little more responsibility, so that'll be a risk. But yeah, risks in my learning. There's been some this semester for sure. The achievements that I'm most proud of with my practicum would have to be working through emotional triggers and also building rapport with the clients. I'm very proud of how far I've come with them and hopefully how far I get to go.